Hello and welcome back to the BeastBOX review. Today we'll be taking a look at the BB-44 OldOne, which if I had to hazard a guess is a reference to H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu. This figure was designed by Metal Command, the same folks that brought us Jetsam and Firmhand. Besides the figure, you get your standard issue instruction manual, box charger, character bio, and catalogue. Now taking a look at the figure, they really nailed the detailing, from the red markings and translucent bits of blue to the sculpted mechanical details scattered throughout. Most of the articulation points are in the arms, but hey, there's 8 of them, so no complaints there. They're actually divided into 3 groups. You have the 2 front arms, the 4 side arms, and finally, the 2 back arms. The front arms have a ball joint, double hinge joint, double hinge joint, double hinge joint, hinge joint, while the side arms have a ball joint and hinge joint, swivel, double hinge joint, hinge joint. And finally for the back arms, ball joint, rigid hinge joint, swivel, double hinge joint, swivel. Giving us a total of 22 points of articulation, which is pretty impressive for a BeastBOX figure. What isn't as impressive though is the amount of weapon accessories that you get with this guy, which is a total of 0. But on the upside, each arm tip has a peg hole as well as at the bottom of the figure. They're 3mm in diameter, so go nuts if you have accessories from other figures to fool around with. And speaking of accessories, let's finally talk about the bonus item. So this time we get a little mother brain, and similar to OldOne, there's some amazing detailing here. Like the mechanical legs and sculpted gyri of the brain, to the translucent blue fissure dividing the 2 hemispheres apart. As a side note, ever since Firmhand, they've done away with the power weapon sprues that I've covered in the previous review, and now provide an item that is tailored more towards the figure, like the aforementioned Firmhand's large arm, the Desert Assault Squad's drill bike, or even the very stands that came with some of the other figures such as Havoc, Gunpowder, and Phantom Master. So going back to the little guy, you have ball joints at the legs and hinges at the claws. You also have a 3mm peg and hole at the bottom. You can store it within the mantle of the octopus when in robot mode, but unfortunately there is no place to store it in cube mode, which leads us to our next segment. Now time for some size comparisons. We got Jawbreaker, Reaper, Havoc, and finally, Hexanoid Eunice. OldOne's a pretty unique mold in the BeastBOX lineup, with a really good range of motion, as well as having a simple yet fun transformation process that makes it a pretty cool figure to have. So those are my thoughts on the BeastBOX 44 OldOne. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu!